But is it really that difficult to transmit election results electronically in Nigeria? In 2026, are the machines really the problem or the people behind them? I am Gloria Ayo with Parallel Facts, and this is what we know. Recently, we talked about why Occupy NAS has been trending in Nigeria due to a controversial Senate vote to remove real-time requirements for the electronic transmission of election results. Following the massive public backlash, the Senate did a U-turn, but with a clause. If there is network failure or any technical problem, the manual paper results must be used to decide the winner. So critics are arguing that it is much easier for people to change the numbers on the way to the counting center if the electronic system is conveniently reported as failing. Here's what we know about whether electronic transmission is truly that big of a deal in a country like Nigeria. The government claims that Nigeria is not ready for full electronic results because the internet is bad in many villages. However, every day, millions of Nigerians in small villages use POS machines to send and receive money. If a small machine in a remote village can handle bank transfers without failing, then the election machines should be able to send a single photo of a result sheet. Also, let's talk about the money spent. About 1 trillion naira was poured into the electoral system during the last election, including buying the machines and setting up the website for electronic transmission. If the government spends this much money on technology but still goes back to using paper, where did all that money go? To spend billions on a digital system just to say it does not work when it matters most is definitely confusing. But the technology itself is not the problem. The machines are designed to work even without the internet. Also, during the last major elections, the system worked perfectly for the Senate and House of Representatives results, but suddenly had a glitch during the presidential count. If Nigeria, which calls itself the giant of Africa, says it cannot do what smaller countries like Kenya and Ghana have already done, then that title is hard to believe. Being a giant should mean leading in technology. If there were issues, truly, we have more than enough time to fix these issues. So the excuses about bad network and technical errors are simply not enough to explain why the system is being held back. So was the U-turn by the Senate a tactical move to stop the protests rather than a genuine commitment to transparency? In the meantime, activists are still pushing for a version of the law that leaves zero room for manual interference. For more, follow us on all social media platforms and visit our website, parallelfactsnews.com.